For 20 years, making gold in World of Warcraft followed one rule: post, undercut, relist, repeat. You didn't need skill or knowledge, you just needed time and a cancel scan add-on. But in Midnight, Blizzard did not rebalance the economy, they deleted it. Because the auction house is no longer a store, it's an event that you have to physically show up to. But gold cap players are losing fortunes right now. The biggest change in Midnight is the limited window auction format. Auctions no longer run forever. They open, they heat up, they close. Missed the window? You missed the market. With the old economy, you had infinite listings, AFK selling, mailbox gameplay, and cancel scanning every 30 minutes. With Midnight, you have scheduled auction periods, active bidding, price spikes instead of slow declines, and players competing in real life. Yeah, that's right. There are no longer fighting a bot that never sleeps. You're fighting other players who showed up before you did. And that single change completely rewires how the human behavior works in the market. Undercutting is dead. For 2 decades, people lowered prices by 1 silver or 1 copper because they believed that the lowest price always won. Now, the lowest price loses because players waited for a window. Instead of competing on price, you're competing on timing. Rare profession reagents are where this becomes obvious. Previously, you would dump 400 herbs and wait for it to sell overnight. Now, you wait for raid night. You wait for crafters to panic. You list when the demands spike and not when you feel like it. Suddenly, gold making is not a mechanic anymore. It's a psychological warfare. You're predicting behavior, not just posting items. Now, this is where the part comes in, but nobody expected. The richest players are struggling the most because their entire power came from a scale. They controlled the market while they was offline. They posted tens of thousands of items overnight. And they won because they never had to be present. Midnight removes that advantage. Markets now require physical presence in the trade hub. If you're not there and the bidding starts, you don't exist. A casual player who logs in at the right time can make more money than billionaire goblins who log in late. Wealth has moved from automation to participation. This forces complete strategy reset. Gold storage used to be king. You stockpiled items for weeks and you waited for inflation. Now that's very dangerous because Midnight rewards liquidation. Short-term flips become long-term hoarding. Holding items is a risk. Moving items is a profit. Gold makers are turning into traders instead of collectors. And this leads to the weirdest part of all. Trade caravans. Wealth now moves between regions and hubs physically. Instead of teleporting gold through the mailbox, players transport value through location. Guilds are organizing market runs. Groups are controlling special supply routes. And for the first time since vanilla, logistics matter. Not farming, not crafting, movement. Raw gold farming is collapsing under this system, but why? Because inflation is no longer injected evenly by the game. Scarcity is controlled by the player. That means value shifts to resources, rare reagents, crafting components, location specific materials. The rich player won't be farmers, they'll be controlled by supplies. And this changes the economy on a fundamental level. While old economy was Blizzard created inflation and players reacted. Now players create scarcity and players react. This is no longer a managed market. It's a living market instead. And for the first time, the auction house becomes in-game content, not a tool, a competition. Midnight don't make gold farming harder. It does not make making gold harder. It makes gold harder to automate. The winners won't be the spreadsheet goblins who AFK or overnight sell and hope to make $1 million overnight. The winners will be players who understand behavior, because the auction house is no longer about items, it's about people. If you want exact markets that will explode, subscribe now.